Okay, so as promised, we talked a little bit about wants, needs, and standards. We talked about and clarified the sexual marketplace, and got a little bit more detail about how that works, being a buyer and a seller in that. And so I want to turn a little bit of attention to kind of next steps, wrap up and homework that folks can do to help navigate the sexual marketplace and their journey into dating and romantic relationships. And so the first thing I'll say is that we really need to work harder on better understanding our needs, knowing what things are vital to us, which things are we do we require to be happy, healthy, and safe in a relationship. So really focusing on understanding our needs and being able to communicate those. Secondly, I'd say we need to know and prioritize our wants, figuring out where can we compromise, where are we willing to bend a little bit. Once again, compromising is a hallmark of being an adult. We don't always get what we want when we want it, so being able to compromise on those wants is vital. And once again, making sure that at no point are we settling, are we not getting the needs that we have. Um, I'd say we next need to take a look at our standards. Are our standards for partners realistic and achievable and attainable? Are our standards realistic, or are they more full of wants than needs? And so have we failed to make sure that we've kind of pared it down to make sure that clearly all of our needs are met, but maybe a bunch of our wants are just unrealistic or unnecessary? Another thing that we need to do is to take an honest self-assessment of what do I really have to offer someone else. That involves things like intense self-exploration. Once again, focusing on self, the ability to reflect on self is a huge skill, particularly if you're able to do so honestly and objectively and tell yourself the hard truths. Secondly, I think you need to make sure that you seek honest input from trusted others. And from this, I would say not just those of the same sex, but from opposite sex, get a rounded view of how other people see you. And once again, being willing to listen and open to hearing what others have to say about you and how you're perceived. How your friends perceived you is probably how your romantic partner will perceive you. So it gives you a lot of really important input in terms of how you're perceived. And I can't underestimate the importance as a psychologist myself, getting professional help. I think we can all use a little bit of maintenance, a little tweaking on the mental health side. So I can't advocate enough that we all need to be looking at getting some kind of therapy or counseling to help us work through some of the issues or challenges that we've had through our life. Once again, very important to get professional help. We need to make sure that we're doing an honest market assessment, talking to buyers and not fellow sellers. What do the buyers want? Talking to, if you're a woman, talking to guys about what guys want rather than sitting around with your girls listening to what they think that men want. They'll be just as wrong as you. And same thing with the fellas. Guys are horrible sources of information about what women want. Talk to women, talk to sisters, talk to mom, cousins, female. Talk to women about what the opposite sex wants, to make sure you're getting a really useful set of data to help chart your course. Um, do a gap analysis. This is a common business practice. Understanding where you are today. Once again, that thorough assessment of how I am today. Coming up with a clear understanding of where you want to be, your desired future state. Where do I want to be 5, 10, 15 years from now? Married, kids, whatever it looks like. What is your desired future state? And then the difference between those two is called the gap. And so figuring out what things do I need to do to get me from where I am today to where I want to be 5, 10, 15 years from now. Once again, a gap analysis of where I am, where I'm going, and what do I need to do to get there. And then lastly, I'll kind of leave you with, I think, four relevant quotes that I think are related to this topic about compromise and settling, and that I hope that you find useful. The first is, if you want something that you've never had before, you're going to have to do something that you've never done before. Second one, everything that you want in life is on the other side of hard. It's all going to require some kind of work. So everything that you want in life is on the other side of hard. I love that one. Third one, hope ain't a strategy. You can hope all you want, but if you're not willing to put in work, it's not going to get you where you want to get to. So hope ain't a strategy. And lastly, if we change the way we look at things, the things that we look at will change. So doing the work, getting a clearer, more objective understanding of the world, changing the way we look at things can definitely affect the things that we look at and our ability to be successful at what we're trying to pursue. Hope you found all of that useful. Once again, Dr. Davis, glad to be able to bring this content to you. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, wordsofadavismith.com, my website, www.wordsofadavismith.com. Lots of good content. Hope to see you later. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and have a good day.